in EmPHorium. In the Philippines, I want to say magandang umaga ho sa inyo lahat. And for the people in the US watching this live at the EmPHorium, good evening, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to at least check it out. Check us out. EmPHorium is a unique US-based, the first of its kind. Okay, the first of its kind. It's a Philippine-made and inspired product showroom and global business center. And its purpose is to create awareness as well as sales opportunities for Philippine-made products, services, and investments in the US market. And EmPHorium is actually a physical place. Like I said, that's where I'm at right now. It's located at 3250 Wilshire Boulevard, number 602 in Los Angeles, California. So if you want to come and visit, please do so. We welcome you. Just go ahead and let us know when you're coming. Thank you. But what the Live EmPHorium is, this is one of the tools that we use to create the awareness, the sales opportunities by people watching, and hopefully organically, or what we're doing on social media is reaching other people. And I think it is. At the end of the day, what we want is that awareness creation. Okay, so that's what Live at the EmPHorium is. And today it is packed full of amazing stuff.
Ever wonder if fashion can actually save the planet, and can style be sustainable and still sizzle? Okay, now we've got the answers, and hopefully you guys are ready to dive into the world where bags are more than just accessories. Hello, everyone. My name is Ferdinand Soriano, and I am the co-founder of EmPHorium, as well as your host of the special edition, which I call Live Selling Special Edition of Live at the EmPHorium. Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Ferdinand Soriano, and I am happy to say that I am very glad that you guys can make it and watch this amazing show that we're trying to put together to create awareness and sales opportunities for Philippine-made products. And for those, just to take a back step and sort of rewind a bit, for those who have never heard of EmPHorium, EmPHorium is a first of its kind, US-based, Philippine-made product, Philippine-made and inspired product and global business center. And its main purpose is to create awareness and sales opportunities for Philippine-made products, services, and investments in the U.S. market. It's such a, that is such a simple task, right? But it's actually really huge. And we're excited to continuously try to use this tool, which is the Live at the EmPHorium, to create that awareness and hopefully sales opportunities for our guests. And, all of the guests that we have here, we think that they're the best of the best in terms of the sales opportunities or the potential for the U.S. market. Now, for this edition of Live at the EmPHorium, we're diving deep into the world of eco-fashion. Let's discover together where modern meets native. And our product showcase has been described as such as, this whole thing of trying to create that awareness. We're excited about this particular segment because this is eco-friendly. We never really thought, I personally never thought about eco-fashion, just started to listen, and pay more attention, research it. And it's sort of an exciting industry that's coming up, especially those people that are very involved in, sustainability and creating something, very natural. And hopefully the people that are watching can get something out of it. And you and I will continue to, we'll learn together, because a lot of the things that we're going to be presenting today, I have, yet to fully understand and what the actual potential of eco-fashion. So that's why I'm excited to present it today. But before we bring up the guest, our first guest, or rather our only guest, but the whole time we're going to be talking about eco-fashion, I want to go ahead and get my producer to maybe do a quick break for us before we introduce Portia Mangilit of Terra Philippines. Okay, all right, let's go for a quick break, Mr. Giro. Okay. That was a great introduction for our first guest. Let me, instead of being so formal with the introduction of our next guest, I'd rather tell you exactly how I met her. We actually haven't really met in person, but what's happening is that I discovered her products while I was actually sourcing some materials from the Philippines, and what inspired me to try to connect with her was that she was part of, I think it was JA. She can correct me later. She belonged to a business organization, young person's business organization called JA, and she'll explain all that. But I found what she was trying to do very entrepreneurial, very excited about what she was doing, and on top of that, she created all these amazing bags. And I said, I want to promote that here in the U.S. because that is something that probably would give identity to the Philippines in terms of the fact that we have a lot of amazing materials in the Philippines that we can turn into fashion. All right, so without further delay, I want to go ahead and introduce to you the CEO and the co-founder of an amazing startup in the Philippines called Terra Philippines. Please welcome Portia Mangilit.
Hi everyone. So I'm Portia Mangilit. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Terra Philippines. And I'm just so glad to be here again and to have this conversation about eco-fashion and promoting, of course, our Philippine-made products.
So what we're gonna do now, Portia, because I said to everybody, I said to myself, yeah, I think I want to just have Portia really talk about the product. So what we're gonna do, what you guys are looking forward, should be looking forward to, is that we're gonna discuss many things in this first segment, and for the first 10 minutes, we're gonna talk about the origin of eco-friendly bags, and I want Portia to sort of give a background how she came up with the product and what motivated her. So let me go back and give the camera back to Portia.
Yeah, so actually, Terra Philippines started as a school project. We were business students back then, and then we had to create a business plan or just a small business project for our class. And that's where it all began. We started creating a business plan, trying to come up with different products, and that was how Terra Philippines was born. So it really just started inside the classroom, and from there we grew it to what it is today. We're able to create products. We're able to make our ideas come to life because again, when we started as students, when we started this business, we knew absolutely nothing about entrepreneurship. It was a totally new concept for us, and we didn't know exactly how we're going to create a product. To So it all just started with a simple illustration, just sketching what type of product we would like to do. And from there, we've connected with, of course, different local suppliers and manufacturers, which helped us sort of bring all these illustrations to life. So there you have it. Oh, I think you're on mute, Sir Ferdy.
What was that organization that you did belong to? You said about in school. Wasn't it Junior Achievement? No, I'm thinking it was something to that effect, right?
Yes. So actually, Junior Achievement was this nonprofit organization who helped us create a solid business program for our school. So what they did was, it's some kind of elective where they supplemented our current business class within our curriculum. So they enabled us to get connected with different mentors, industry leaders, and they sort of created this type of competition, this business competition, where you have to create a business plan and then implement it and try to create a real business out of it. So that's what also propelled us to create our brand. they were they were enablers of sorts to get us started, especially since we as students, we again we don't know anything about business, we don't know anything about entrepreneurship at that time.
Hmm.
So we really, it was it launched us to create our own project and our own business.
Well, sometimes, friendships and organizations, they inspire you. So that's why I really wanted to delve into why and how you created it. Because the one thing that I'm trying to really encourage, even with my own kids, right? Any young person, especially in the Philippines, I know being Filipino, sometimes they take that out of the equation, the traditional doctors, accountants, and things of that nature, which I'm not hating on, as they say. I'm just saying that we need to encourage more of entrepreneurship also with the young people, because I think overall that's going to create a lot more opportunities for the Philippines as a whole when you're starting to get people's ideas out there, and bring all this talent from the Philippines out there. And you have to take a little bit of a chance, right? I mean, again, I'm not taking anything away from the traditional way of thinking about being a doctor, nurse, or an accountant and all of that. I hats off for them, especially when we had the pandemic. But at the end of the day, we need to do a little bit more of interesting, not interesting, but a variety of opportunity to grow the Philippines as a country. So anyway, with that being said, do you want me to show the video, so that, I mean, the video, the website, so that you can maybe talk a little bit about some of the things that you guys are doing? Is that something that you want me to do right now?
Yes, sure.
There you go.
So again, we are Terra Philippines. We are a Filipino eco fashion brand, and our inaugural brand offering is the Isla bag. So the Isla bag is very unique in the sense that we used coconut wire to create accents for our bag. So a little bit of a origin here. Coconut wire, coconut in general, is very abundant here in the Philippines. And it's inevitable that when you go outside, there's just a lot of coconut shells that go to waste. And so it became our inspiration to try to find a way to reduce these types of wastes, because it's very apparent that when you go outside, there are a lot of street vendors who sell uh, coconut products and they just throw the shells around. So we wanted to find a way where we can use this byproduct and try to give it a new life, and try to just in general reduce the waste that we see on our roads. So that's how we decided we should integrate this type of material into our product. And here in the Philippines, I think it's very apparent that um, all these different types of bags, we always use some form of organic material such as abaca,
Hmm.
banana fibers, and all that. But they haven't used this type of material for any of those bags. So we wanted to innovate in a sense and try to create something unique out of it.
Well, I think you've certainly done that. I mean, if you look at um, the materials that you have in the bag, and I said to myself, I knew I forgot something. So I needed to bring the bag with me. But if they go to the Emporium or in Las Vegas, which is, these products are available now, they can see that I love the idea of seeing so much materials that are so abundant from the Philippines. And again, it's a testament to Philippine creativity, which I love, right? Because I think we need to bring that out more. And you're doing that. Not only you're creating livelihood, and you're creating all this amazing products from the such an abundant amount of material in the Philippines. I'm excited for that. And that's why when I first saw it, I said, you know what? I believe in that. I like that. I want to go ahead and promote that. And it's just a matter of continuing to do what you guys are doing, and figure out in what ways you can make it, because obviously you started with the bags. But I see from the products here, like I said, this is the probably one of your best seller here, I'm thinking, because it's if they can stare at the screen, they can see how beautifully crafted it is.
Yes, so our bestseller is actually the classic nude color. So it comes in
Mhm.
different colors. We have five different colors. We have the nude, we have yellow, we have red, blue, and pink. So part of the reason why we chose these colors is firstly for the nude. We know that when it comes to outfits, when it comes to everyday outfits, it fits well with a lot of different outfits. But for the red, the blue, and the yellow, we just wanted to also represent our Philippine flag. We wanted to represent those
Ah,
different colors.
I see
That's
that.
why we chose those colors. Yes,
I love it. I
and
love it.
yes, we just wanted to create something vibrant to
Mhm.
contrast the coconut choir. So the coconut choir is really the hero of our bag. It's it's basically the identity of the bag, and we wanted to highlight it by applying different colors just to contrast the color of the coconut choir.
I can see that. I mean, you did a good job, obviously, of contrasting the coconut choir, but I don't want you to give it away. So we'll go ahead and go to a break, right? Let me order up a commercial. I'll call on my handy dandy phone here and talk to my producer and say, do a commercial. But for now, the next segment that we're going to do, we're going to talk a little bit more in depth of the bag because she sort of touched up on it already. So let's get the people sort of in suspense and tell a little bit more about the bag in detail, the little features of it, and things of that nature. So before we do that, let's go ahead and take a quick break. Jiro, can you give me another commercial, man?
Hi, my name is Ron, and this is Teofilo Coffee Company. Where we drink coffee black.
Well, that's another product we're trying to promote here in the U.S., which is the Barako coffee, and you're going to hear a little bit more about that. But today we're all about eco fashion, eco-friendly fashion handbags, and my guest today is a young startup. From the perspective of that, it's a new company, but what I love about their company is they're very energetic, very excited about bringing eco fashion into the marketplace, and we love the idea of us being one of their distributors, or rather marketers of the products here in the U.S. market. So today we have the CEO and the co-founder of Terra Philippines. So we have Portia Mangilit. Now, what I'd like for Portia, what I'd like you to do now is have you describe the bag in more detail, give some perspective on how the people who will buy it use it. So if you want me to show you the video, just tell me when, okay?
Yes, so I actually have a sample of the bag here with me. So again, it comes in 5 different colors, and we designed it in the way that it will be very convenient to our users. So we know that as women, we just carry a lot of stuff. We have so many stuff inside our bags, and we know it's difficult to try to organize it in a way that's very convenient for us. And of course, when you're living here in the city, in Manila, we always have this on the go lifestyle. So considering all these things, we decided to make the bag a bit more modern. So currently, the bags that we see when we speak of bags that are native, um, it always doesn't have those pockets. And for us, what we did is we created detachable organizers inside. So you can actually take these off. You can put it on, or you can take these off. However, you would like to organize your bag. So we wanted to give that sort of freedom to our users on how they're going to organize their bags. And what's nice about this is it also has a back pocket. So, of course, all of us, we have our phones and we want easy access to our phones. We don't want to scramble inside our bags when we're trying to get a hold of our phones. So it would be so much easier if we just have like a pocket here. And I think you can also see it in the video we're going to present, how we use the bag, how we organize it, how we just put all our stuff inside it. So it's very convenient. So I guess we can play the video.
That was pretty impressive, Portia. I didn't, I've seen the bags. I have the bags with me. I didn't realize you could put so much in there.
Yes, we're actually at first we were actually surprised that we could able to fit a book inside. But
Yeah.
yeah, even a small iPad, you can fit it inside.
So yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe next time that you guys have another design, it should be something like that, like an iPad or something for a laptop bag, or I mean, yeah, laptop bag. But again, I have the bags, and I never realized you could put so much into that. Now, again, who's the designer of this bag, and what was the inspiration? Not only obviously the materials, but how did you come about with the okay, I'm going to have it this way. I'm going to put the handle here. Just tell us a little bit about what you were thinking when you were thinking about designing it.
So this is a really long journey to creating the final product. Actually, it all started when we thought of, hey, we're an all women's team. We were 15 back then in our group, and we were thinking, oh, we have really a lot of stuff. We carry a lot of stuff. Uh, as girls, we have makeup, we have our gadgets, and when we do bring our gadgets, it also has chargers, and sometimes some of us are also um, bookworms, so we would carry books with us. So all these things, it made us thought of what if we create a multi-purpose bag. So it all started there, a bag that has, I guess, lots of pockets, or bags that have detachable organizers. We haven't seen any in the market. And usually, when we would purchase bags, they don't offer those types of detachable organizers. It's very rare to see a bag that has it. So back then, we haven't thought of the colors yet. It was all about just being a bag that's versatile. And then from there, we were thinking, oh, one day, one of our team members, she was walking outside our campus, and she saw again the coconut vendors outside. It's very common here in the Philippines. And she saw that they were throwing away the shells. And that's where the concept of the coconut bar all started. It all started with a problem that we've seen outside of our campus, because the coconut shells there are just really a lot of waste in there. It's causing, sometimes it even blocks the driveway or the roads within our campus or outside the perimeters of our campus. We wanted to solve that problem. And again, us as women, we also know that there are a lot of textile wastage when it comes to fashion. um, Fast fashion is very apparent now. It's trending, and slowly people are moving towards slow fashion, moving towards eco fashion. So we took that as an inspiration. We took that as a motivation for us to also create something unique, to create an eco-friendly bag. And again, that's how it all started. From there, we tried to experiment, look for different fabrics, recycled fabrics, and we also looked for the coconut wire itself, how we can all integrate that into our bag.
Everything that you mentioned, Portia, it's very inspiring, and obviously there's a lot of things that you guys thought about because when it comes to the bags, I think obviously the bag shows a lot of versatility. Like I think you're already mentioning. I think you were probably thinking not just to be on the go. The whole bag, I feel like it's all about the modern Filipina, right? Who maybe you were thinking about that, always on the go, maybe traveling and things of that nature. Am I right, or am I like out of the out of? I'm not even thinking right.
Yes, because again, when we first started creating the bag, what was available in the market was your typical native bags.
Mhm.
And sometimes those typical native bags, although popular with the foreigners or the tourists, as Filipinos, I guess we always see those types of designs. And for us, I think it's very important to integrate culture with our modern lifestyle. So
Hmm.
we wanted to create something more suitable for the on-the-go Filipina because
Hmm.
again, that's the more common lifestyle we have right now. And we just wanted to really create something that shows culture but also shows modernity. And that's our driving force for creating something so unique and for
Well,
also creating something versatile.
we certainly, the Philippines can certainly use that. I mean, obviously, we're a very traditional country, but at the same time, we need to evolve into where we're transforming the country into something vibrant, something exciting, so that people would want to not only be there but live there and thrive. You know, at the end of the day, that's what I think all of the young entrepreneurs are actually trying to do. Now, with me, I'm all about the live question and answer section because I want to be able to interact with the people that are currently watching us. So if you're watching us, we're going to go on a quick break, but hopefully you stick around, ask us some questions. There already are some questions that were prepared for Portia because we already have people asking me, go ahead, can you ask her this question? So when we come back on our break, I'm going to go ahead and pose those questions, and let's see if Portia is able to answer them in a because we're always pushed for time. But the reality is, I'm enjoying this. But right now, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. So let me go ahead and order up from my producer. Hey, Jiro, can you go ahead and give me another commercial, please?
It's a beautiful day. No worries today. Cool breeze outside my window. This is the life. You're set for life. Just loving life. Retire in style with SB.
SP is one of our influencers in the world of EmPHorium. She's actually having an event now at the Philippine Department of Trade and Investment Center in Los Angeles, probably as we speak, or maybe it just ended. So hopefully she had an amazing time promoting Philippine made. I mean, I shouldn't say Philippine made, but Philippine investment, Philippine real estate in her event today. So anyway, we're back. We're here at the EmPHorium Live Selling Special Edition. And with us today is the CEO and the co-founder of EmPHorium of Terra Philippines. Before I go into that, what does Terra? How did you come up with the name Terra Philippines? I didn't ask you that. You might have said it, but I want the people who just tuned in. Why did you call it Terra Philippines?
So this is actually a group effort for us to decide on the name, but our core value is really hinged on being eco-friendly.
Hmm.
So Terra means Earth, and we just thought it was very fitting to use Terra as our name, partly
Hmm.
because it's also short. It's very easy to recall, spell. But yeah, at our core, we do believe in eco fashion and being eco friendly, and we wanted to carry that as part of our name, as part of our brand identity.
I was just teasing you because every time I was going to tease you about something because when I think about Terra Philippines, obviously it's Earth, right? And then all of a sudden my mind wanders and I said it's Mother Earth. I guess you could say that if Mother Nature had a fashion collection, it would be yours, right?
Yes.
So that's this is Mother Nature's bags, everyone. Just that's my attempt at humor. Anyway, well, what we want to do now is we want to engage the people that are watching right now. We want to engage all of you guys. Just go ahead and ask questions. Ask us, about more about Portia Mangilit, how she, formed the company, where is she at, all of those things. And if you are watching from the Philippines, can you go ahead and put it in, type, chat, type it in there where you're watching in the Philippines. If you're watching in any of the provinces, and if you're here in the U.S., we would love, 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 love for you to just let us know what city in the U.S. And then if you have a business that you're wanting to promote, I'll go ahead and type it in there. And I would love to continue to promote Philippine businesses or even here. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead, and one of the questions that were asked, let me go ahead and flash it on the screen. So maybe you can start asking, answering this. Now, here's the first question.
Okay, so for the pricing strategy, again, this is sold for 70 US dollars at the moment. And I guess how it all aligns to the brand's commitment and to sustainability and affordability is that usually here in the Philippines, these types of bags are priced at around um, 5,000 to 8,000 pesos, the high end ones, or the ones that are created using these different types of materials. And for us at the time, since we're also students or we're also young women, we wanted to create something more affordable, but also gives back to the community and gives livelihood to those who created this product. So
Mhm.
for us, it's priced at 70 US dollars for now.
And then we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit more on our live selling segment. But for now, I just wanted her to answer some of these questions that we already even got, that we got from our social media platform. So I wanted her to answer it live in front of all of you guys. Obviously, again, if you're watching this and you are in the Philippines, we would love do a little quick shout out where you're watching. Would love to know that we're reaching certain parts of the country and certain parts of the Philippines as well as the U.S. All right, so let me go ahead and take the next question that I have. Now, it says there, what sets these eco fashion bags apart in terms of value compared to other bags in the market in a similar price range? And I think I can even answer that, but of course, this is all about you, Portia. So go ahead and answer it.
Uh, for us, really, this bag is one of the first of its kind. Again, when we go into the market and try to look for bags, similar bags, they would use the typical abaca fibers and all that. But coconut coir is rarely used for bag design. And that's what makes it unique as well. And apart from that, since we also joined the competition, this bag is award winning. It has won the FedEx Access Award. It has also won the Best Product Award for during that time, and it was also featured in different mainstream media. So it was featured on ABS-CBN, Philippine Daily Inquirer, all these major publications. And I guess this has contributed a lot to our brand story and our brand DNA as creating such a unique bag. And for us, it's what sets it apart from other bags in the market.
I've actually did my own research as far as the different types of bags that are out there. I mean, I tend to agree with you, not just because you're on my show and you're doing it, but yeah, it is because even I, to a certain degree, I'm still ignorant of women's fashion. Right, when it comes to that, my wife teaches me all the time, and every time I buy her gifts, she doesn't like it because I'm ignorant or stupid when it comes to that. But I know enough that when it comes to price, I actually really, I try to be a little bit more sensitive about that, and I try to try to understand the value. So for all you stupid husbands out there, or boyfriends who have no idea, obviously, when it comes to if your girlfriend, your fiance, whoever wants a certain bag with this, this is the bag that I feel that's very affordable. Compared to what's there in the marketplace. I mean, I know that sometimes the word eco friendly sometimes kind of lifts up a product because of the natural, the naturalness of it. And if you put it in that same platform or arena or area as all the other ones, I think you're going to realize just by touching the material, the craftsmanship, you'll see that it actually is a good product and it's good value. So all right, let's go into our last question and then we'll take a quick break. Okay, so the last question And I think I think we already asked this, but let me go ahead and dive a little bit more into it. So the last question was, what inspired the design and functionality of these eco fashion bags? So let's go ahead and repeat what you said earlier and again, because at the end of the day, people want to know, what were you thinking? You know, like that's the question. What were you thinking when you made these bags?
Okay, so first of all, there are two things. First is we wanted to solve a problem. I think every product needs to solve a problem. And for us, we wanted to solve again fast fashion sustainability issues. And we also wanted to solve the common inconveniences that we experience as women when it comes to organizing our stuff, organizing our bags on a daily basis. Because it consumes a lot of time to do so, and just having an organized bag, it helps us be more productive and also be more um, get one thing out of our heads out already. So those are two things. And then when it comes to design, um, again, it was inspired by the coconut waste we saw in our community, and we just wanted to find a way to use those waste and turn it into something more sustainable, and to turn it into something high quality and eco-friendly. And lastly, again, for the functionality, we integrated these different detachable organizers
I know
to
I saw
help
that.
women.
I saw
Yes.
that, and we saw that in the video. So I want to get in this last question because I think this was more like a fun question that somebody asked, and I wanted to put it in the air. So here's the last fun question. So the question was, if you could use one word to describe the feeling of carrying one of these eco fashion bags, what would it be and why?
One word: empowered. It's it's how I describe it, because first, this bag has a lot of history, it has a lot of story, and us being able to create such a unique bag from literally knowing nothing about business, it's very empowering. And the fact that an all women's team created this, it's even more empowering for women to um, take it as an inspiration to start your own business. Just start. uh, that's the most important thing.
And bring me up
And
now.
for us, we wanted to encourage more young people to pursue entrepreneurship. And apart from that, at our core, again, we also wanted to promote our culture as Filipinos. It's
Well,
very important for us to also hold that identity in the products that we create.
Well, you definitely are doing that. We know, like you said, with the colors, with the using of the natural fibers or natural fabrics. I think you've done that. You've accomplished that. It can only get better from here. I think where you could take it is go to the next level of different types of design. Obviously, what I would really love is for people to maybe chime in, tell them what type of other bags maybe that would be, well, should be made with these materials. But for now, in our next segment, I want everybody that's watching just to give us an idea what you think of the bags, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about the prices of the bags, where you can get it. And if you're interested in the bag, just type in interested. That's what we want to do. So whether you're just sitting in the Philippines checking this whole thing out, it's probably like what, 10 o'clock or 10:30 in the morning, and then in the US, everybody's starting to just relax tonight. Yeah, let us know what you think of the bags while we're going to do our live selling, a little bit more detail about the bags and from a sales standpoint. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and take a quick break. Let me talk to Jiro again. Hey Jiro, can you go ahead and give me a quick break? Yeah. All right. Okay. Thanks. And we're back. For those who've never heard of RAF, RAF is probably the choice of Emporium to bring Philippine made products here in a sample form. So anybody who's trying to bring products into the US and wants to be displayed in Las Vegas or Los Angeles, try to see if you can get a quote from Nancy. Nancy, hey, thank you for all the amazing stuff that you do for the Philippine manufacturers that I've been referring to RAF, because they're happy. I would say a majority of them just love the service and the price. So go ahead and continue to help all of these people that want to be here in the US. Again, for all those who just tuned in, thank you so much. You are now watching live at the Emporium. I am your host for this live selling edition of Live at the Emporium, and my guest is the one and only Portia Mangilit of Terra Philippines. She's talking about her amazing product, eco fashion bags. We've talked about the origin. We talk about sustainability. Now we actually want to go ahead and try to sell you these products. I'm not kidding. I really want a lot of you out there to check this out. If you feel that you want to see it first live, go to the Philippine Department of Trade and Investment Center in Los Angeles. If you want to know where that is, just hit me up, and then I can go ahead and send the message or address to you. Or if you're in Vegas, that's where also this product is going to be. So now, why don't we take this time to talk to the audience? And again, if you're watching it from the Philippines, let us know where. And if you're in the US, let us know what city, so we exactly know who we're reaching. Okay, with that being said, Portia, why don't we sell some bags? What do you think? How should we start this whole segment? You want me to show the video or first, or what?
Yes, we can show the video.
Okay, so no, let's go ahead and see if I can show the actual what do you call it? Not video, but the website. Let me see if I can go ahead and start talking about it. Let me go see if I can bring up the website again. Okay. All right, hold on for a moment. All right, so there. We got the bag. So now what I want you to do is, if in the Philippines, how much is it selling in the Philippines right now? And then talk about your plans to sell the product in the US. And again, let's talk about the price. If you have an introductory price that you want to entice the people to go ahead and ask about it. In the end, we want you to really try to take advantage of this amazing bag. And probably, like I said, it's a unique bag, and it's something that you might want to at least take a look at. And like I said, if you want to do that, I can tell you exactly where to see the bag in person.
Yes. So right now, for our US market, our price per bag is $70. But if you're going to take two, it's just going to be priced at $60 each. So take two, it's going to be 60 each.
As you can see, go ahead.
And yes, it comes in different colors. So if you wanted to buy, let's say, pink or yellow at the same time, it would be very nice to also get the discount.
Well, the different types of products that you currently have, like I said, it can accommodate a lot of people. Now, to me, who is probably the ideal person? When you guys were thinking about it, you did say modern Filipina, right? I don't know what your definition is. I mean, I don't know what that age range, but obviously you guys are targeting a certain demographic. So the people that would buy this, so if you had to describe who that would be, tell me who would that be? Because each bag, as much as everybody, what I notice is that it just depends on the functionality. There are people. I think there are women who buy bags because it's very functional. There are people who buy bags who just think that it just fits their like it matches their dress or something. But the combination. So I want to know, when you guys thought of this bag, who were you thinking of the bags for?
We're thinking of women who have the on-the-go lifestyle. So it's really what we were thinking. It's targeted to those people because, firstly, those women who are on the go, sometimes they just throw an outfit or whatever, and they wanted a fashion statement or a fashion piece that fits their outfits. And I think that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to target them mostly also women who are young and women who feel young at heart and just wanted a bag that's vibrant and just shows a lot of personality when you carry it around. So those are the markets we're really targeting.
Like this picture that I saw on your website, you guys, the way you guys been selling it, you've been attending a lot of like little trade shows and things of that. Now, tell us more about where you're going to be selling it next. Where exactly in the Philippines? Let's talk about the Philippines, and then I want to talk about where it's available in the U.S.
All right. So right now here in the Philippines, we are looking into future trade shows and future mall events. But for now, we're actually just selling online. So if you want to buy a bag, just leave a message on our Facebook page at Terra Phils. So TERRA underscore PHILS.
I'm
And you
ac-
can also DM us on Instagram for more details. It's really how most of our customers would reach us.
Yeah, I actually took the liberty of showing your Facebook page there. So if they're interested in the bag, they could literally just, what do you call it? Just replay the video, and it's actually scanning right there your phone number. And if they're in the U.S., I've actually put in the phone number for Emporium, and then you got your Facebook page if you want to take a look at it a little bit more in detail, what it's all about. But right now, what the one thing that I'm actually trying to push for Terra Philippines in terms of their brand is that we really want to um, promote them into boutiques. We want to promote them in Vegas. Right now, it's available in the showroom, like I said to you, in the Philippine Department of Trade in Los Angeles. Right, they're there, and then that's actually on Wilshire Boulevard for people that are here in the U.S. They're on Wilshire Boulevard. So if you uh, Portia, if you have people here, relatives and families, I would suggest if they want to see what your bag is all about, it's there now. They should go there and check it out. And if you're in Vegas, we are in the process of displaying it at a retail store, Orient Pearl Asian Market. It's maybe 20 minutes away from the Las Vegas Strip. If you're familiar with Las Vegas, for the people that are here, and if they want to go visit that the product, it's there also. And then at the end of the day, obviously, you can just call us an Emporium if you want. If you want us to just send you some more pictures or just go online or whatever. It's all there. So we're actually trying to create a promotion where maybe it's like maybe we can do an introductory price, just like what Portia said. But at the end of the day, we really want you to take a look at it first, because once you see it, you're probably going to be one of the few that's going to carry something unique. Not only will you carry something pretty and beautiful and elegant, but it's also going to uplift a lot of people in the Philippines in terms of the creating a livelihood. But don't buy it because just of that, right? Buy it because you love it. It looks nice. And you're making a fashion statement. That's probably what I probably would tell you to buy. Don't just buy it because you think you're going to help the Philippines, which it will. But I've never been about trying to use that as a way to promote and sell Philippine products. I want you to buy it because you love it and it's creative, right, Portia?
Yes, we really do believe that as Filipinos, we have a lot of opportunities to create quality products and showcase our craftsmanship. It's the Philippines is so rich when it comes to craftsmanship. And this bag is just one of those proof that we can create high quality products and we can create a bag that's unique, that
Mhm.
stands for a lot of things, stands for eco-friendliness and also showcases our culture. And at the same time, just be a bag that really can fit into people's lifestyles.
Before we go on a quick break, again, let me order up a commercial from our producer, Jiro Tamasi of M2. I want to go ahead and just really touch on the fact that you've been featured in GMA News. You've been featured on Kabuhayan, Swak na Swak, ABS-CBN, Philippine Daily Inquirer, Manila Bulletin, and the Philippine Star. So again, Emporium is proud to carry this in its collection and curated collection because again, it's not, I feel like it's not just another bag, it's an eco-friendly or eco-friendly, eco-fashion handbags. Again, I'm always looking for products for Emporium that are unique, something that really represents the Philippines, and something that looks nice. I mean, as far as the affordability, that's why, again, if I could reach out to you guys and have you carry and see it and feel it and all that, it's really amazing. It's light, and it's something that I think overall, that's another thing with bags. You don't want it to be heavy. This is not heavy as far as I can remember when I was holding it. So that's why it's a beautiful made bag, well thought out bag. And for all those who really want something unique for their outfits, this is something that I think you should consider. I don't know. That's just me, of course. But go ahead, Portia. Why don't we go take a quick little break? Let me go order another commercial for us. Mr. Jiro Tamasi, let's go ahead and do a quick break, sir.
Hi, I'm Dave with Papa J's Lamanog. Lamanog is something uniquely Filipino and seems to be one of the great kept secrets of the Philippines. Papa J's Lamanog is a clear, 80-proof spirit made from the nectar of a coconut flower. It's not made from the coconut water. It's not an artificially flavored coconut cocktail. It's made from the nectar taken from the flowers of a coconut tree. With every sip of Papa J's, you really get the breakdown of the islands of where it was made. And you get the brightness of the intense sunshine, you get the sense of the coral and the volcanic soil. You get the salty sweet sugar of the ocean, and you get that weighty feeling from the humidity of the island. The alcohol is produced naturally, and it's distilled in a husk-fired copper still. Can't wait to share it with you.
And we're back. So we talked about the origin of the bag, the origin of Terra Philippines. We've talked about live selling the product, where it's available. So now why don't we just end the show, why the importance to me of sustainability. So let's discuss sustainability. We've discussed how amazing the product is already. So let's go ahead and touch on that as far as your opinions about sustainability, because your design, you could have thought about a lot of things. You could have used other, materials, but there's something about the eco fashion that really caught your eye. And I sort of want to go back into that because I think that's one of the things that I think, again, going back to the country. So if people are seeing that I keep going back to that theme, well, because I love it. That's what I want to bring out. I want for people to realize that the Philippines is a developing nation. It's full of people that are very, very innovative, creative, have a lot of persistence and determination. And I want the country to realize that there's a lot of amazing people trying to uplift the whole economy with all these different things to say we're amazing. Like for now, I'll always say it in my shows. I'll say that we're in the U.S. market. There's a sports world where that they're coming into prominence. They're getting some notoriety. And then in the culinary world, it's amazing. The Philippines, there's so many Filipino restaurants, right? And then there's also amazing celebrities and I guess it's sports figures. And then also Broadway plays that are based on the Philippines. So the market for these products here in the U.S. is full of potential. So I'm also wanting to continuously encourage Philippine manufacturers to really take on the U.S. market. But everything that we're doing, just like what you're experiencing now here with Portia, is that we're doing it in baby steps. Because think of EmPHorium as also a sort of an incubation of some sort. Because as much as I'm very proud of the Terra Philippine bag, there are a lot of other things that we're still trying to make sure that once it gets traction here in the U.S., then it can easily be brought here logistically, compliantly, and cost effectively. But right now, all we're trying to do is have you, our consumer, our audience here in the U.S., to really consider, taking a look at this bag. Because the bag is not only economic, like affordable, but it's also functional, but it's also unique so that you can, you could be the talk of the neighborhood, your friends or whatever, because it's a very unique product. At that price, I feel like you're buying something amazing. But again, that's just me. I'm just trying to say that from my experience of it, because like I told you, I've had my share of buying bags and I love this bag. So anyway, Portia, let's talk a little bit about sustainability. And again, what's your philosophy moving forward, especially now, your perspective as compared to me, young person?
Well, I guess right now for our generation, I would say Gen Z, but just the young generation in general, we're moving towards prioritizing slow fashion. We've seen the effects of fast fashion. We've seen how a lot of big companies would just really mass produce all these clothing or all these bags, and it's there's just a lot of excess when it comes to that. And I'm pretty sure when all of us or each of us, when we just open our closets, we just have so many clothing inside, lots of different textiles, clothing that we don't necessarily use. And for us, we wanted to start and create more awareness when it comes to slow fashion and when it comes to creating or repurposing different products into and recycling them into something entirely unique and entirely different and entirely high quality. So it's baby steps, but for us it's our core value in terms of just just starting and just creating a movement when it comes to slow fashion and
Oh,
eco
that was a great segue because I was about to ask that, maybe end the show with that. Are there any upcoming collaboration that you're working on as far as maintaining this sort of movement, like you said, about eco fashion? Because you're absolutely right. I would love to see more of the slow fashion come into play, but obviously, I think a lot of people who may not be familiar with slow fashion and fast fashion is that the reality for me is that they think just because it's slow fashion that it would be boring, right? But it doesn't have to be at the end of the day. There's a lot of responsible fashion going on also, and there's a lot of consciousness of it. Your generation, I hate to say it like that because I'm always feeling like, God, I'm old. Like the fact that I'm saying your generation, it's weird. Anyway, so at the end of the day, I do accept that, and I'm very thankful for that. There are young people actually becoming more familiar and more embracing the slow fashion. At the end of the day, I think that's great. So let's end it with your thoughts again on that one.
Again, my thoughts on that is that it's just important to start and create more awareness when it comes to eco fashion. And I'm not saying that previous generations haven't done that, but our generation, we're more conscious and more eco-friendly. We've seen the effects of climate change and all these types of things.
Mm-hmm.
The excess textile wastage. We always see those types of things, and there are a lot of growing movements even on Instagram who like there are a lot of just different communities who would convene and would um, exchange clothes or do thriftings, all those types of different events. And for us, we really do appreciate it. And we want our brand to be part of that movement. And we wanted to show them that it's possible to repurpose, it's possible to recreate something, a product entirely different and entirely on its own from materials that we would often overlook and we would often just throw away. And again, here in the Philippines, coconut is so abundant. It's just a very prominent fruit. Everyone, I don't know, everyone just sells it. And we just wanted to do something to just reduce the waste it produces.
I think I don't know if it's coconut or abaca, but I read somewhere that there's something about the actual material that actually is even used in cars. And anybody who wants to Google it, look up abaca or coconut coir and the manufacturing of cars. I'm sure you'll come up with something. And I'm only just bringing that up because you mentioned coconut, because that's why I'm saying to you that the Philippines is so abundant with all this material. All right, we are at the bottom or top of the hour, or rather, we're running out of time, and I just want to go ahead and make sure that I do thank everybody, especially my brand new producer, Jiro. You want to go ahead and just pop your head on the screen, and then not, or just like the blank square, and just say hello to everybody.
Hello.
That is my producer, Jiro Tamasi, and he is the one handling all the back end production now, which I'm very proud of and thankful for. I want to publicly thank him for doing that. But anyways, but first, also, I want to thank you, Portia. Thank you so much for appearing on Live at the Emporium, the live selling edition, because I think every time I do a show like this, it elevates the consciousness of Emporium, because we're not only talking about eco fashion, we're talking about style, we're talking about affordability, we're talking about the country, and I love that. I love that part. If I can bring it to the attention of the people in our humble little show. So I'm going to say goodbye here. I'm going to say goodbye to you, Portia, but go ahead and say a quick goodbye. If you, again, I'm flashing the screen. If you guys want to check out the bags of Terra Philippines, go ahead and check out their Facebook page. I'm letting it scroll at the bottom, and then and they'll also visit Vegas or visit Los Angeles. So, Portia, any last minute bye byes?
Yes, so I would just like to go on and thank you again for this opportunity to just promote our product and create more awareness there in the US. And we really do appreciate that. We do appreciate having an incubator, having an enabler in a different country to just promote the Philippines in general. And yeah, if you would like to check out our bags, it's at the EmPHorium in their showroom in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and also in Las Vegas. So those people who are in the Philippines, I mean, I know that you haven't completely dominated the market in the Philippines, but at the end of the day, if they want to go visit you there or go online, it's also, available there. So with that being said, I want to say thank you to Jiro Tamasi for helping me produce this live segment, this live selling segment, Portia Mangilit of Terra Philippines, and for all those people who continuously watch, my humble 5 watch viewers, and I'm thankful for you guys. And hopefully we continue to grow and spread the word about Philippine-made products, services, and investments in the U.S. market, because it is worth your while. I think if we can make a dent in the U.S. market, all you Philippine manufacturers out there, I think we're going to be able to do something magnificent for the Philippines. So with that being said, Jiro, are you ready to say goodbye? Because I'm about to say goodbye, and let's have a dramatic ending. So, hey, let's go ahead and go out with a bang.